We will always remember that Fiterman Hall became part of BMCC through an unprecedented donation, through one of the largest gifts ever to a community college in our nation. Miles and Shirley Fiterman generously donated a $30 million commercial office building to the college in 1993, when BMCC desperately needed to expand. 6,000 BMCC students took classes in the building. But on September 11, 2001, just as a major renovation was almost complete, 7 World Trade Center collapsed onto Fiterman Hall.
In one morning, the school lost a third of its classroom space, new space that was scheduled to be used for the first time that fall. But the new Fiterman Hall will do more than make up for those losses. It will also heal one of the wounds Lower Manhattan suffered on 9/11 and help us continue to make this a more livable, family-friendly community. So this really is a big day for New York City.
When you talk about the recession and difficult financial times, I wouldn't go look at CUNY, because whether it's uptown and the construction, what's going uptown with Hunter, or what's happening down here with BMCC, there's no doubt, Jay Hershenson and Matthew Goldstein, that CUNY is doing its share to create jobs and expand this wonderful learning institution. Let's give them a big round of applause. I think they're amazing.
This new hall of learning that we are about to begin to build will provide much needed relief for you, added space and resources to a BMCC and all of the students that are attending that great institution. We are elated that this day has arrived, and we look forward to continuing our great partnership with CUNY, the city, and state to see this magnificent and critically important project through to its completion in 2012.
Those of you who have worked with Shelley on the Fiterman Hall project know how much he wishes he could be here with all of you this morning. If he were here right now, I am sure he would tell you how gratified he is that this long-awaited day has finally come. As you know, Shelley is deeply and personally invested in the rebuilding and revitalization of his hometown of Lower Manhattan. The careful and community-sensitive deconstruction and reconstruction of Fiterman Hall has been at the forefront of his efforts. As part of last year's budget, as Jay referred to, along with the chair of the Assembly Higher Education Committee and our neighbor here, Assemblymember Deborah Glick, they included more than $50 million in the state budget to advance this important project.
I'm really touched by the enormity and enthusiastic response that we're getting this morning from all of you. Jay mentioned that on the morning of September 12th, I stood with our fabulous president, Antonio Perez, as we looked over the terrain covered in white ash, an eerie feeling that we had experienced something that was unique in all of our lives. And we understood the enormity of the loss at that period of time as well. And I turned to President Perez and I said to him, Antonio, I promise you, we will rebuild on this site. And we did, and we will. And the thing that is so important to me is that we are living at a time of great challenge to all of us. Globalization is creating difficulty for the wonderful students that we have studying here at BMCC. Competition for jobs, the requirement that young people be highly skilled today is such that if they don't get that kind of education, they're going to be left behind.
As CUNY's Vice Chancellor for Facilities, I have attended many a groundbreaking ceremony, but this one is most extraordinary. We gathered this morning to mark the start of a process that will heal the wound that was Fiterman Hall and create in its place a new state-of-the-art facility providing classrooms, art studios, computer labs for the BMCC community, and a ground floor art gallery for the Lower Manhattan community as well. The destruction of Fiterman Hall may have been the work of people in conflict, but this morning we celebrate what can be accomplished by people in concert.
The Borough of Manhattan Community College is a unique and valuable asset for downtown, especially for the business community that employs many of its graduates. The Downtown Alliance has worked closely with the college and its very capable president, my friend Tony Perez. He serves on our Alliance board and has been on that board, Tony, for I think about 10 years. And we really value his service. The new Fiterman Hall is going to provide much needed classrooms, conference space, and a street-level art gallery to serve students and visitors alike, I believe named after your family, which is very nice. But especially important to me is the symbolic nature of this morning's celebration. Building a new Fiterman Hall at this key location on Greenwich Street signals what the community, working together at all levels, public and private, and I stress the public and private, can accomplish in the post-9/11 rebuilding effort.
The September 11th attack destroyed a campus building, but it only strengthened the sense of hope and renewal that always has defined our community. Our will on that day was never broken, and our spirit was never shattered. In the weeks and months following September 11th, BMCC drew its strength from the unbreakable determination of its students and staff and faculty, and from an incredible outpouring of compassion and support from our friends and neighbors here in New York and across the country and across the world.
On behalf of my mother, the entire Fiterman family, we thank you for the honor of being a part of this special institution. Thank you.
3, 2, 1, 0. Again. 3, 2, 1, 0. This time keep your eyes open. How about one big heap ho? 3, 2, 1, 0. Way to go.
Very nice, very nice.